How's this for amazingly good news, everybody? Iraq declares final victory over Islamic State. What? Iraq declares final victory. Now, listen, it wasn't that long ago we covered Syria declared victory over them. Syria liberated the final big ISIS stronghold that was a city. And now they're, out in the desert wandering around. They have no hub. They have no home. So, look at that. Syria defeated them. Iraq defeated them. They're defeated! Okay, that's unbelievable. So, Reuters says, Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi declared final victory over the Islamic State on Saturday after Iraqi forces drove its last remnants from the country 3 years after the militant group captured about a third of Iraq's territory. So they go as far as to say, from now on, December 10th is a holiday. So every year we're going to celebrate on December 10th because it's the day that we defeated ISIS. So in case you were unsure as to whether or not this is a real, it sounds like when you first say, hey, maybe that's hyperbole. Maybe they didn't really defeat. They defeated them enough where they say, this is now a holiday. We're making this a holiday because we defeated them. Wow. So, but we should get into more specifics. Who defeated them? Who was most responsible for defeating them? Well, there's actually many groups that you can say are responsible. So first of all, the Iraqi army. They were shitty years back, but now they're strong, and they defeated ISIS. The Syrian army, who defeated them in Syria. Iran, who provided a lot of support in the process, Hezbollah, and Kurdish forces, of course, were probably the biggest factor, were the Kurdish forces. Now, the U.S., we provided supplemental airstrikes. You could say that helped, but the real bulk of the work, unquestionably, was done by the people I just laid out who were on the ground taking back territory from ISIS. So, but either way, this is just a absolutely great day because their reign is over. Now, I should be clear. What you're going to see now is probably an uptick in terror attacks. You're going to see, because what happens when they lose the territory they were holding? Well, then they're going to be dispersed in the broader population, and when they're dispersed in the broader population, they will turn more to the traditional terror tactics that they had used previously. Attack domestic populations in other countries, and I can almost guarantee you there's going to be an uptick, and that uptick is directly related to the fact that they were defeated on the battlefield. So everybody should brace, because that's coming. There's no doubt about it. That's coming. In fact, there was a spoiled terror attack in New York City right before I came on air today. Some guy had a pipe bomb, said something about ISIS, tried to blow it up, but he only hurt himself. So he's a fucking idiot. Not surprising, because he's also in ISIS. So, but that's going to happen now. Now there's going to be more attempted terror attacks because ISIS was defeated on the battlefield. But think about this for a second. The whole argument today as to why we're in the Middle East in the first place. Well, ISIS. We got to get ISIS. I mean, that's why we're there. We got to get ISIS. Yeah, we're attacking people. We're attacking in Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Pakistan, Somalia, Libya, Niger. So we're fighting all over the place. Why? Jihadists and ISIS. We got to go after ISIS. They're ISIS and their affiliates are everywhere, so we got a drone strike, an air strike, and in some places ground force. We got to go. We got to fight. We got to fight. Iraq declares final victory over Islamic State. The other week, Syria declared victory over the Islamic State. The two areas where it was the main hub of ISIS, where they literally held cities and territory, they're done. They don't have it anymore. So Trump loves to take credit for shit. Oh my God, oh yes, we did this. So why are you not going on Twitter saying, it is official, we have defeated ISIS? And he would obviously take credit, even though the U.S. isn't primarily responsible. It's the groups I laid out for you before. But why wouldn't you take credit and say, okay, we're going home now. We're done. Hello, victory. Yay. This is the same thing. Notice, every single fucking time they move the goalposts. Hey, we got to get fucking Osama bin Laden. He's dead. Are we done yet? We got to get Saddam Hussein. He was dead even before Osama. We got to get Saddam. That's why we're there. He's been dead for a long time. He's been dead. He's been captured and then he was killed. He's dead. He's dead. We got to get him this way. So it was Saddam Hussein. He's dead and gone. Then it was Osama bin Laden. He's dead and gone. Then it was defeating ISIS. They're done. They're defeated on the battlefield. So why isn't every single journalist in the country, every single media figure, every single Democrat coming out and saying, well, let's go home. That's it. It's over. Finally, the multi-trillion-dollar nightmare is over. This entire time, we've been fighting these wars overseas, arguably making the situation worse, to be fair, because there are actually more terrorists who exist now than did before we declared the war on terror. But okay, we've been fighting overseas. Now we can wrap it up. Finally, we can address, for example, our infrastructure, which gets a grade of D+. We can put those funds now into our own country, and instead of trying to rebuild Kandahar or Kabul, we can rebuild Detroit. How about that? Let's go. Let's bring it home. Let's rebuild. Nobody's saying that. Why is nobody saying that? Because it was never really about the war on terror. It wasn't. It's a pretext. It's a pretext for the U.S. to jack resources from people, to continue to be the world's sole superpower, military power, and we get to control vital regions of the world if we have an excuse to be everywhere. 900 military bases, costs $100 billion a year to just maintain it. You know, in Afghanistan, tremendous mineral wealth is there. Opium as well. In Iraq, oil. You don't think these things are factored in? You don't think the military-industrial complex itself is a big reason why we're doing this? Turns out, defense contractors, who are really offense contractors, they pay politicians to run their campaigns. Then the politicians turn around and do the bidding of the defense contractors. So, okay, Boeing gave me money. Honeywell gave me money. I think it's called Honeywell. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Yeah. Various defense contractors gave me money. So now, here's a no-bid contract so they make more tanks, so they make more fighter jets. Let's spend $1 trillion building a new F-35 fighter jet that didn't fly for a while. Because, we needed $1 trillion for that. Can't have free college. Can't have Medicare for all, but $1 trillion for a fucking shitty new fighter jet when the old one was working just fine? It's what we needed to do it. So the system keeps going round and round because you have open corruption where defense contractors pay the politicians do the bidding of the defense contractors, and what are you going to do? We're going to let all these fucking, weapons sit in the middle of the Nevada desert? No, here, let's sell them to Egypt, even though they're a dictatorship. Let's sell them to Israel, even though they're doing illegal occupation and apartheid. Let's sell them to Saudi Arabia, who's massacring women and children in Yemen, committing a genocide, starving people to death with the blockade. We support 73% of the world's dictatorships, literally, as we claim we believe in freedom and democracy. 73% of the world's dictatorships. And they get our weapons, they get our support, they get our money. We are stationed everywhere with our military bases, and even after it's over, we defeated what we claimed was the reason we were overseas in the first place. ISIS, done, defeated on the battlefield. Not a single politician, not a single media figure said, okay, let's go home. Not a single one. Because they'll always move the goalpost, because the reason was never about fighting a war on terror or defeating terrorists. If it was, we would have wrapped up when they originally said we got to get Saddam, then we got Saddam. Why are you not home then? Well, but we got to get Osama. You got Osama. Why are we not home then? Well, we got to defeat ISIS. You defeated ISIS. Why are you not home? Because it's never about any of that. They've been lying to you every step of the way, and they've been spending your money overseas. When you got debt up to your eyeballs, you can't afford your college. You have medical bills. You go bankrupt from medical bills. You make half the country makes $30,000 a year or less, but we have enough money to continue a global empire and stay overseas even after the mission is accomplished, because that was never the mission to begin with.